was my bad.
Aiden, and yeah, that's it.
So, Autumn and Anthony, I think for this meeting, I think we're gonna do the format that, people seem to want to do on occasion, which is we'll go through the business item all at once. And then TCC, we'll call for a TCC vote, go through that, and then we'll call for a board vote, and go through that. So, does that sound good?
Take care.
Yeah. And Autumn, I know you're just back from vacation, so thank you for joining.
Yep, no worries. It was just a day. It wasn't a real vacation.
Well, vacations are sometimes nice. Kenny, you've got co-host hours?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. Kenny, do you need help with quorum stuff?
So are we doing quorum for both TCC and board?
Yep, double quorum.
Then,
You want me to take one?
yes,
Which one?
could you take,
On it. I started making a few yesterday, and, thank you, Jane, for sending out email after email.
Did enough people respond to the invite?
Not many people, I mean, honestly, not many people respond to the calendar.
unfortunately,
That's a hope.
I accidentally pressed it.
What kind of feedback loop are you trying to cause up here? We're at
We're waiting to check and see if we have quorum.
6 for board, we need 5 more.
We did one of them, yeah.
We got Sheehan Young.
And it's, Sam filling in for, or,
Okay, we're getting close.
Caitlin is here, so I think Sam might be.
I think Sarah is. Maggie.
Or for Mike.
Yes. Are you filling in for Mike, Sam?
Yeah, myself and Caitlin will be on the call.
Okay, perfect.
They all did a math entrance.
We got quorum for TCC. Way to go, TCC.
We're waiting for MPO, if I'm here with us, just a moment. We got it. We had quorum for both. Autumn, I'll let you go first and welcome.
Okay, sure. So thanks everybody for doing this last minute right before the holiday weekend, but it's important. So we need to do roll call for TCC members, if y'all want to walk us through that.
Okay, 1 second. Art Jessica Morris,
Here.
Biltmore Forest Harry Buckner,
Here.
Buncombe County William Hyde,
Present.
PPD Daniel Sellers,
Here.
Flat Rock Pat Christie,
Here.
Haywood County Jody Ferguson,
Present.
Henderson County Autumn Radcliffe,
Here,
Maggie Valley Caitlin Finkel, RPO Vicky Eastland,
Aye.
Vision 13 Hannah Cook.
here,
Did I miss anyone from TCC?
Dan just
Jesse.
died.
And Jesse Clyde. Thank you.
Well, so you get to do the same thing for MPO. Thank you. If you're ready, I can stall for,
Yes.
okay.
Asheville Maggie Ullman,
Here.
Buncombe County Amanda Edwards,
Here.
Clyde Dan Jesse,
Here.
Flat Rock Ann Coletta,
Here.
Henderson County Bill Lapsley. Oh wait, maybe I skipped someone. Haywood County Kevin Inslee,
I'm here.
Henderson County Rebecca McCall,
Here.
Hendersonville Jennifer Hensley,
Here.
Madison County Matt Wexel,
Here.
Maggie Valley Sam Cullen,
Here.
Mills River Shannon Gaunt, Urban Transit Brandon Rogers,
Here.
Waynesville Anthony Sutton.
Here.
Did I miss anyone from board?
Yeah, this,
Yes.
yeah, District 14, Chuck McGrady.
My treat, Tom Widmer.
Rural Transit, David White.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. As Autumn was saying, I appreciate everyone joining us on such short notice and at the beginning of a holiday. Kudos to us for everyone getting on board. With that, I'll move to the ethics statement for the MPO board members. In accordance with the State Government Ethics Act, it is the duty of every board member to avoid conflict of interest. Does any board member have any non-conflict of interest with respect to any matters coming before the board today? If so, please identify the conflicts and refrain from any participation in the particular matter involved. Don't believe we have any conflicts. Any public comment? There's no chat, no public comments, so we'll move right into business so people can get on with their day.
Okay, again, thank you all so much for being able to join on short notice. So FYI, this was an item we were planning to bring to the TCC and board in June, but about 30 minutes after our board meeting last week, I got a call from some of our partners at NCDOT saying that there was a legislative alert that some of the COVID relief funding that was made available to NCDOT as well as the MPOs was at risk of being rescinded. There's been some discussion, I think, with the debt ceiling that one of the potential things being looked at is rescinding unobligated COVID relief funds. For us, this is something we've been talking about with our board and TCC leadership. We had a meeting about a month ago going over some of these funds and the potential uses. One of the big opportunities that we see is that there's 0% local match required for the use of these funds. So our plan with these funds was to use these for a number of planning items that would otherwise require substantial local match from our local governments. So we've listed those below. The first thing that we have is an updated comprehensive transportation plan, or CTP, combined with an updated metropolitan transportation plan. So the MTP, the Metropolitan Transportation Plan, that's an MPO required document by the feds. We're required to update that every 5 years. As part of that, a lot of MPOs have started doing their CTP at the same time. The CTP is generally a state requirement. It's usually headed up by NCDOT. And ours is going on, well, it turned 15 in January. It's going to be going for its driver's license next year. So we feel like updating that document, or those two documents as one planning effort is something that would be a major help to our region. Also, just to point out, we are one of the few MPOs that have been doing the MTP in-house. So this would be an opportunity for us to get a consultant to help us with this, I believe for the first time for this MPO. Also, what we have listed is an intelligent transportation systems regional plan. That's something that was brought up by FHWA during our certification review. And that was one of the recommendations that we go through and update before our next certification review, which is scheduled for 2024. So that's something that looks at incorporating technology into improving safety as well as congestion throughout the region. So that's another plan that we would be looking for consultant help with. The third is travel survey and travel demand model updates. This is the largest one that we have listed. So this is an effort that was done back in 2010. And back then the price was, I believe, $350,000. Prices have gone up considerably in this realm, and in talking with some of our partners who have done this recently, some of our much larger partners to note, but they've been getting quotes at over $1 million. So we're hoping this will be a sufficient price to take care of that for the region. That effort is largely to survey people from around the region, get their trip characteristics that are somewhat unique to this region, so that our model can reflect those travel patterns more accurately. Also, the Hellbender Regional Trail Implementation Plan. This is something that would be a follow-up to the Hellbender Plan that was adopted by this TCC and board in 2020. Our plan would be to look at additional recommendations, some of the critical connections that I think are being talked about more and more with some of these trail projects that are getting underway, potential branding and trail wayfinding, as well as funding recommendations on how to actually implement. So that's another effort we have. And to note, we also put in a teeny tiny amount for staff oversight and project management, as well as DOT, what I've been told are computer charges. Not totally sure what that is, but that's something that's pretty standard with a lot of these special studies. But there are some accounting reasons for why we want to put that in there Again, with all of these additional planning projects that we'd be adding in, there would be no additional local match. And again, some of these things are requirements and or best practices. A lot of what we're trying to do is get these into the UPWP, the Unified Planning Work Program, and that starts the ball rolling to get these funds obligated in case there is a rescission from the federal government. I will point out that the action we're taking today is not guaranteeing anything. We are not guaranteed to make sure these funds are obligated and not rescinded. But in talking with our partners at DOT as well as FHWA, this is, I think, what we see as the best route to go to make sure these funds don't get rescinded and we can put them towards some valuable planning processes in the region. That's a whole lot. Any questions or comments at this point?
Tristan, this is Jessica Morris with the City of Asheville, TCC. I was just curious, if it weren't for this impending possible rescission, would the MPO have wanted to do something different with these funds, or was this kind of your plan all along?
This was, I would say we were hoping to have more discussions with the prioritization subcommittee and the TCC and board. But this was going to be the proposal that we were going to put forward. I will say there were some modifications in talking with DOT. They recommended the travel survey and travel demand model update. I think that's a good idea. Again, that hasn't been updated in more than 10 years. I think there's some changes that have happened since the pandemic that would be good to get our model updated with. And again, that study is very, very large. And from what I've been told, you know, getting the local match on a regional travel survey is not something that people historically are jumping up and down to throw a local match at.
Thank you, Tristan. I appreciate it. I think all of these sound really good, and I don't think you need to defend the price tag because things are really, really expensive now, and it's getting worse. Do you need a TCC vote first?
Yeah, so with the joint meeting, we'll go through the TCC first, and then we'll go through the board.
Okay, I would like to make a motion to adopt the amendments to the UPWP as recommended.
Thank you, Jessica. Is there a second from TCC?
This is William High. I'll second.
Thanks. All right, if you'll take us through roll call again.
I'm on the wrong spreadsheet. Asheville, Lucy Crown.
Aye.
R. Jessica Morris.
Aye.
Gilmore Forest, Terry Buckner.
Aye.
Buncombe County, William High.
Approve.
DPD, Daniel Sellers.
Aye.
Flat Rock, Pat Christie.
Aye.
Haywood County, Jody Ferguson.
Approve.
Henderson County, Autumn Radcliffe.
Aye.
Maggie Valley, Caitlin Finkel. Mills River, Daniel Cobb.
Aye.
RPO, Vicki Eastland.
Aye.
Division 13, Hannah Cook.
Aye.
And Division 14, Steve Williams.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Perfect. Thank you, TCC.
Thanks, folks.
Now we'll move to the MPO. Is there any discussion from the MPO board? If not, I will entertain a motion.
Same motion from Chuck McGrady.
Maggie Olman, I second.
Thank you. One more time.
Asheville, Maggie Olman.
Aye.
DOT Division 14, Chuck McGrady.
Aye.
Buncombe County, Amanda Edwards.
Aye.
Clyde, Van Jesse.
Aye.
Flat Rock, Ann Coletta.
Aye.
Haywood County, Kevin Ensley.
Aye.
Henderson County, Rebecca McCall.
Aye.
Hendersonville, Jennifer Hensley.
Aye.
Madison County, Alan Wyatt.
Aye.
Maggie Valley, Sam Cullen.
Aye.
Montreat, Tom Widmer.
Aye.
Rural Transit, David White.
Aye.
Urban Transit, Brandon Rogers.
Aye.
And Waynesville, Anthony Sutton.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Thank you, everyone. I know that was a lot of ayes first thing in the morning. But thank you. Next, we'll go to public comment. Any public comment? It's your time. So without that, I'll say adjourn and thank you, everyone. This was very important, so I appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you, folks, very much appreciated.
Have a great long weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.